Lux your way with the Lux Cravings boxes from Taco Bell. There's the classic $5 box, the indulgent $7 box, and a whole new obsession in the $9 box, the Flamin' Hot Grilled Cheese Burrito. Try the Lux Cravings boxes at Taco Bell today.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
Check out the all-new Blue and Orange store at the Boise State Hall of Fame. The Blue and Orange store has your best game day gear. We're talking jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, car flags, more than 4,000 hats on the hat wall. If you want the best Boise State gear, make sure you check out the Blue and Orange store online at theblueandorangestore.com or the all-new Blue and Orange store down at the Boise State Allen Noble Hall of Fame.
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
How's your day going?
Going good. Thank you again.
When I want Boise State to win, I trust Coach Rice to lead the Broncos to victory.
And when I want the best painting and garage floor coating, I trust rowpaint.com to get that job done right.
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Shannon Keegren with Boise State Softball. Summer in Idaho is the best time of year. Rodeos, camping trips, and the hikes that end in views you'll never forget. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're here to get you there. With a team known for incredible customer service, the best new and pre-owned inventory, and a commitment to making your experience easy, friendly, and fast. But here's the best part. Every purchase here helps support Boise State athletics through their NIL partnerships and athletic sponsorships. See you soon at Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
This is Bronco Nation News Live. The best interviews, the most informed opinions, the latest breaking news, all from the top Boise State insiders. Bronco Nation News Live is the only daily show that talks nothing but Boise State sports. And we do it with you. Give us your comments or questions in the ICCU YouTube chat. Or leave us a voicemail on the Signature Roofing voice inbox at speakpipe.com/BNN. BNN broadcasts come from the Sun Cruiser Studios. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. It's refreshingly smooth and easy to drink. Crack open a Sun Cruiser and let the good times cruise. Bronco Nation News is presented by our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise, and our major sponsors, Taco Bell, Idaho Central Credit Union, RoadPaint.com, and the Blue and Orange Store. At Lithia Ford of Boise, we're proud to stand with Boise State athletics. Through our NIL marketing partnerships, we're investing in the future of student athletes. Lithia Ford of Boise, here to get you there, wherever that may be. Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho. Broadcasting from the Sun Cruiser Studios, here's BJ Rains with another edition of Bronco Nation News Live.
Hey, how we doing, Bronco Nation? A happy Wednesday to you here at BroncoNationNews.com. We are in the Sun Cruiser Studios, as we are each and every morning at 9 a.m. here on Bronco Nation News, whether it's a blueberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, the half and half, the tea flavors. Check out Sun Cruiser at your local gas station or grocery store, Jackson's, Ridley's, and then, of course, our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise. This show would not be possible without Lithia Ford of Boise, Jim Sturkin Company. So they got that employee pricing going on right now. Lithia Ford of Boise. Check out their full inventory of vehicles online at lithiafordboise.com. Big show today. Spencer Danielson, the football coach at Boise State, is going to join us here in a few minutes. So if you've ever had a question you wanted to ask Coach Danielson, we're going to throw that in the chat and we'll get those going. I got plenty of questions for him, but he already went on Johnny and Prater earlier this week. He already answered kind of the, official hard-hitting football questions. So this is your show, Bronco Nation, and wanted to give you guys a chance to go one-on-one with Spencer Danielson. So get your questions in the YouTube chat right now for Coach Spencer Danielson. It can be about football. It can be about life. It can be about whatever you want. And we'll do our best to get as many of those as we can answered to Spencer Danielson when he joins us here in about 7 or 8 minutes. And so we're going to get Coach D for almost a half an hour today, it sounds like. So if he's game, we'll take your questions, and you can get those in right now at BroncoNationNews.com on our shows here. So the easiest way is YouTube, the YouTube chat. I think the Facebook might work. The Twitter or the X might work. Our first question, Robbie Robinson. There we go. Funniest moment of spring camp or workout so far. So we'll for sure get that question in there, and looking forward to the rest of the questions that come in here. So get your questions in. Spencer Danielson, if you've ever wanted the opportunity to ask the head coach at Boise State a question, now you have your chance in the live chat here. So we will get that going here momentarily. The Broncos are taking a few weeks off. They're going to have they're all back home with families. Some of the coaches are doing some recruiting, and then they'll meet up and start here in a couple of weeks with the summer conditioning workouts. We can get the full schedule from Coach Danielson when he joins us here momentarily, but they are in a little bit of a break right now. We are going to start our off-season coverage on keep the questions coming. I see some coming in there. Keep them in. That's great. Friday, we're going to start our off-season program on Friday, and we're going to start with number 26. We had 25. We decided to make it 26 and 26. The 26 most important players to the Boise State football team in 2026. And so we'll start with number 26 on Friday and then dive in next week with one a day for the next 5 weeks. So we basically made it, folks. So we've made it to the end of trying to figure out how to by the way, on this question right here, it wouldn't shock me if he's involved. He might be throwing out the first pitch or being involved in banana ball somehow. If you look at some of the other places they've gone, I'll ask him this, but they've had famous, I think Dabo Sweeney led the team out onto the field. There was another place, I forget where it was, where they had the head coach involved. I think Bill Belichick coached first and then challenged the play when they were at North Carolina. So we'll see what he says on this, but I fully expect Spencer Danielson to be involved in banana ball somehow, based on the track record of some of the other coaches they've had when they've stopped at places. So we will try to ask him that question. But keep the questions coming. But again, our offseason coverage, 26 and 26, starts on Friday. We'll have our honorable mention. We actually had like 6 or 7 names that could have made the list that didn't. And so we'll talk about those on Friday as well. We'll also have number 26 on our countdown. And then the next 5 weeks, we'll have the 25 most important players to the football team. That'll take us through most of June. And then in July, we'll have some biggest questions. And I even see a Larry, New Mexico fan, with a question about Jason Eck. We'll try to get to that. So again, the questions can be football related. They can be non-football related. If you're just joining us, Spencer Danielson, head coach at Boise State, is going to join us here in about 5 minutes. And let's get the hopper loaded up with a ton of questions. And they can be football related. They can be off the field, family, fun. What does he like to do for fun? Just anything you got. Anything you got, get him in there for Coach D. This is your opportunity. And I've got a list of questions, but frankly, I'd rather we take your guys' questions and fill the time that way. And so the more questions we got, the better it'll be in terms of filling the time and letting you guys ask your questions. Like I said, Johnny and Prater did a great interview and got most of the football stuff answered. So we can try to have a little more fun with this one maybe and and see where it goes and have some fun with that. So looking forward to Coach D joining us in about 5 minutes. By the way, no show tomorrow, and we will start back up on Friday with the football stuff. So got a conflict tomorrow, no show tomorrow, and we'll be back Friday to start our offseason football coverage. And that should be the last day I have to miss for a while. I missed one day last week, but no show tomorrow. And when you have kids that play baseball and stuff, you can't really take big vacations or anything in the summer. And then obviously I can't do them during school and football season. So trying to do kind of some one-day things with my kids, and no show tomorrow, but we'll be back for Friday. Quick break, and then Friday we'll start our off-season coverage, as I said, and we'll take that right into the season, basically. BroncoNationNews.com. By the way, Nathan Carroll just posted a basketball off-season recap. How's the new roster stack up? So he looks at the departures, he looks at the newcomers, the returners. He looks at all the different things that he sees with this roster, some early projections, some questions that linger with this roster. So if you want a full breakdown of the Boise State basketball roster, that is available right now, BroncoNationNews.com for our paying subscribers. We're part of the 24/7 sports family. And again, 50% off right now if you're looking to jump on board with a subscription to Bronco Nation News. Chris Van Sickle also has put in a article about a football recruit. I'll be posting that later today as well. So daily coverage, even throughout the offseason and the summer, of Boise State football, basketball, and everything in between. So if you're on the fence thinking about a subscription, now's the time. 50% off at BroncoNationNews.com. You can read about the full analysis of the basketball roster. You can get all the recruiting updates for football, and you'll be able to do that all the way through to this time next year. Your one-time annual payment that's 50% off right now gets you football season, basketball season, all the way through this time next year. So we hope that you'll take advantage of this offer before it goes away. And again, 50% off, BroncoNationNews.com, part of the 24/7 sports family. And appreciate all of you that already have taken advantage of this 50% off deal and subscribed. And we'd love to have the rest of you join us on that as well. I'm going to go ahead and thank a couple of our sponsors. Coach Danielson's going to join us in 2 or 3 minutes. And we don't want to have any interruption or have to take commercial breaks with Coach D. So keep getting those questions in the chat. Question you have for Spencer Danielson, Boise State football coach, going to join us here any minute. But do want to thank a couple of great sponsors while we wait for Coach. And that includes Lithia Ford of Boise. Online, LithiaFordofBoise.com, our title sponsor. I believe it's just LithiaFordBoise.com. And a new or pre-owned vehicle, now is the time. Make sure you check out Lithia Ford of Boise. They've got a vehicle for Coach D. He's rocking a Lithia Ford of Boise vehicle, as is Jeremiah Dickey and others. So return the favor, folks. They're taking care of your favorite athletes and coaches. And next time you're looking for that new or pre-owned vehicle, make it at Lithia Ford of Boise. Sun Cruiser, we appreciate them. Iced tea, vodkas. They got the lemonade vodkas, so many different flavors and options. Check them out at your local gas station or grocery store. Sun Cruiser, our studio sponsor here at Bronco Nation News. Idaho Central Credit Union, ICCU.com. Idaho Essential Credit Union. We appreciate them. I know I tell you a lot about their charitable efforts and things they do around the community, but when it comes to business, they're best in the business as well. The mobile eBranch online banking, so easy to use, and we're so happy we made the switch. We didn't realize what we were missing from our previous bank till we made the switch to ICCU. So join the fastest growing community, ICCU members, and as I tell you, there's one at every corner, so you'll find one, go in, sign up, and then you never have to go back because you can do it all right there from your phone. Idaho Central Credit Union. Hey, Jackson's is trying to send a couple of you guys to Roaring Springs. That's right. You can save up to $32 at Roaring Springs when you buy 2 Coca-Cola products at Jackson's or Extra Mile by Jackson's. Again, just go into Jackson's or Extra Mile by Jackson's, buy 2 Coca-Cola products, and you can save up to $32 at Roaring Springs. You can get that 99-cent coffee while you're in there as well. 99-cent fountain drink. So all the great options. But if you want to go to Roaring Springs, make sure you check out Jackson's. Hey, Taco Bell, TacoBellWorks.com, the SON Management Group, the Nicolason family, TacoBellWorks.com. We appreciate them for their support of Bronco Nation News pretty much from day one. And if you're looking for the new crunchy chicken cantina tacos, the menu changing daily, the crispy chicken strips, all the great options, My kids love the good old-fashioned cheesy roll-ups, so you never know. But there is something for everybody at Taco Bell. It's delicious. It's quick. It's cheap. Next time you're looking for, I wouldn't even call it fast food, but I guess fast food at Taco Bell, check out Taco Bell. And again, visit a Treasure Valley Taco Bell location today. Spencer Danielson going to join us momentarily. Boise State football coach. Keep getting those questions in. But the 40th anniversary of the Blue, you can buy those jackets right now. A limited piece of Blue Turf history. I'm sure Coach is going to be one of these jackets here in the near future. The Blue and Orange Store online at theblueandorangestore.com. If you're looking for the merchandise for the 40th anniversary of the Blue Turf, you can do that at the Blue and Orange Store online, theblueandorangestore.com. They have the Allen Noble Hall of Fame location there where you can get the customized jerseys. And then obviously they have the jacket that you see here as well. So the Blue and Orange Store online at theblueandorangestore.com. It looks like Coach D is logging in. We'll have him here momentarily. Keep the questions in. I am going to reset my internet while Coach D is logging in here. I'm going to play a 30-second commercial from Lithia Ford of Boise, and we'll be back in 30 seconds with Coach Spencer Danielson.
Hey Bronco Nation, this is Kenzie with Boise State Soccer. In Boise, winters show up strong, and so do we. Between work, family, and everything life throws our way, we need a vehicle we can count. That's why I drive a Ford Bronco with all-wheel drive. Right now, during our all-wheel drive sales event, you can get the safety and reliability you deserve. Come check out the full lineup of all-wheel drive vehicles at Lithia Ford of Boise. And when you buy here, you're supporting Boise State Athletics and Lithia Ford NAL partnerships. Come see us at Lithia Ford of Boise, where Ford begins in Idaho.
All right, back here on Bronco Nation News. I think Coach D's working on his internet. I don't think we quite have him yet. It looks frozen on my screen. I'm not sure if he can hear me or not. I'm going to send the great Chris Coots a text, and we'll see what's going on here. We'll get Coach D on in just a second. Keep those questions coming, and let's see here. All right, we're going to get Coach Danielson on in just a second. So keep those questions coming, and we'll get Coach D on momentarily. The internet over there in the Blameyer football complex looks to be a little spotty at the moment. I guess he's seeing me. Let's see here what we got here. What's that saying there? All right, I guess they are ready. I'll see if I can bring him on. It looked a little spotty on my end. Let's see here. Coach, I cannot see you. I'm not sure if others can, if it's my internet or yours, but I might be able to hear you. Coach D, are you there?
Can you hear me, Beach?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Do you see me?
I can. I got you loud and clear.
I wonder if that's my internet. Maybe other folks can see you. I have no idea. Well, maybe somebody let us know if they're seeing Coach D or not. I may have you just reset your connection on the StreamYard app here, Coach, for 1 second, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Let's see if you can.
I got the great Chris Coots working on it as we speak.
No, they can't see you, so it's not just me. Nobody can see you here, so maybe we'll refresh that if you don't mind. All right, we'll get Coach back in here momentarily. All right, I was making sure that wasn't my internet here. It looks like that's something going on over there at the Blameyer. But all right, I was worried that was just me. But if you guys can't see him, then that's good as well. So we will kick him from the studio and then bring him back in, maybe on a different setup here momentarily. All right, sorry about that. No, he's not hiding his location. He's in his office to get all the conspiracy theories going right now. We'll see if he can log back in. I hope I didn't screw it up by kicking him out of the studio here. They're going to just reset the connection, and we'll see if we can get him back momentarily. But that gives us a little extra time to keep getting the questions in and the comments and anything you have for Coach D while he figures out their internet situation. Keep those coming. I might as well tell us about Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate while we wait for Coach D here. Bauscher Real Estate, #1 ranked realtor in the Treasure Valley. Matt Bauscher and Bauscher Real Estate. BauscherRealEstate.com. Matt Bauscher, 252-9877. Matt Bauscher, Bauscher Real Estate. Signature Roofing, if you're looking for a new roof as well, that is Signature Roofing, online at mysignatureroofing.com, speakpipe.com/BNN, speakpipe.com/BNN. That is Signature Roofing through, we appreciate them. You can leave a voicemail if you'd like, but obviously a new roof, a re-roof, estimate on a roof, an inspection, all your roofing needs. Check out mysignatureroofing.com. Signature Roofing, mysignatureroofing.com. Same goes for Element Fencing. If you need a new roof, need a new fence, need some painting done, I will connect you with the fine folks at Element Fencing, elementfencing.com. Now I think we're good. I see some movement there from Coach D, so we'll get back to him here real quick. Elementfencing.com, 631-2790. If you're looking for a new fence, Brady and Company, ready to help you out online. Check them out, elementfencing.com. There he is. There he is. Do we blame Chris or do we tell him great job for fixing it there? What?
He definitely fixed it. I probably tried to screw it up, to be honest with you, BJ. Coots came in for the save, as always. Good to see you, Bronco Nation. Good morning. Let's stinking go.
There's already some conspiracy theories in there that you didn't want them to know where you were at. You were recruiting or you were somewhere you were trying to stay in the dark, but looks like you were there in the office. They say you forgot to take the tape off the camera. A lot.
that absolutely. If it wasn't for Coots, I probably couldn't find my way to the building. So we got to figure it out.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. I know you got a lot going on, but it is kind of a little bit of a downtime here with the kids. Everybody on a break. I know your coaches are out recruiting, but probably pretty empty feeling around there in the office right now for you. So you're knocking out some of these media interviews, and we thought you did the hard hitting football interview, of course, with Prater and Johnny. So we thought, here on BNN, kind of the show for the fans, we'd let the fans dive in with some questions on the YouTube chat here. Some football related, some goofy and dumb. But if you're game for taking some questions from Bronco Nation, we thought that'd be better than my dumb questions.
Oh, anything Bronco Nation wants to know, man. I'm in. I'm excited. BJ, love what you're about. Love what you do. I've been looking forward to this.
Well, appreciate it. I guess one kind of basic question: what is I mentioned everyone's back kind of home with family. What is kind of the status of what's going on with the program right now, and everybody kind of getting a break? But I know a lot of the coaches are still recruiting and things. What is kind of what's going on with the program right now?
Yeah, so our graduation was last week, so now all our players some of them are still in Boise, but a lot of them go back home for about another week and a half. We will start the day after Memorial Day, so I think that's May 26th. So our guys got about a little less than 2 weeks left. All of our coaches are on the road recruiting. So we're all over the country right now recruiting juniors that are going to be seniors. And then we're going to trip them on official visits come this June. So a lot of recruiting. I essentially am back in the office. I do a lot of professional development during this time. So I got a couple different phone calls with head coaches throughout the country every day. And then I do a lot of recruiting from here. So guys will go to practice and video someone, and then they'll send it to our recruiting staff. We'll watch it together as we plan our official visits. But it is much quieter around here than it normally is, with 200 people running around crazy. So I get a lot done in these couple weeks, and it's really cool to continue to plan and focus on what's next.
All right, we'll dive right into the questions here. We'll start with a fun one first. Adam Freeland, what's your favorite spot to eat in Boise, Coach?
Oh, good question.
Can you even do that anymore? Can you take the family out to eat, or is that too hard now with folks coming up to you and stuff?
Oh, I got to get ready to talk about our quarterback. If I go anywhere in Boise, Idaho, I mean, I can promise you that. But it's I'm a little bit more drive-through than probably I'd like to admit. Like our daughters love some McDonald's. My wife hates that I do, but we love rolling through McDonald's. I would say favorite place to eat. I'll be honest, and this is not just a shout out to Darren College, and I love Corso's. Like, Corso's has been awesome for us the past year. Like, and it's close, it's right here, so we love going there. We've been there for our anniversary. And Barry does a great job. We live close to the tavern in Bound Crossing, so we love kind of going there. But we're also, I mean, we're a big In-N-Out family. We're a big Chipotle family. So I hate to admit some of those spots too.
Let's see. What's the latest with Matt Lauder?
Yeah, so still trying to kind of figure it out. Like, I mean, the Raiders was a quicker trip than we kind of had wanted it to be. So still kind of trying to figure out what's next for him.
Let's see. Keep it rolling here. They're asking about one of the funniest moments of spring camp or workouts. Any moment? I know you enjoy being around the guys, but anything stand out to you?
Funniest moments. Oh man, good.
Or a memorable moment, I guess, from
yeah, I think, and you guys have seen some of the videos. I think some of our sideline live tackles had a lot of joy at practice. You know, when you're seeing a Zeke Martinez come in and
hey, that's keeping me in business single-handed, Coach. All the viral views I'm getting off of those in the YouTube ads. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, and I have a blast creating those matchups with Coach Collins and our staff is one of the best things we do. So I have a lot of fun doing that. We did something that we'll talk about more that we're going to put out in media here shortly, but we did what we call the lock-in where our players slept on the blue, which was awesome. We did it a few weeks ago. So I can't dive into it too much because we got a cool little presentation we're doing media-wise. That was awesome. I mean, just the connection of our players, our team. There was a talent show involved in that, which is always fun. So there's just some really cool moments, I think. But just seeing our guys – seeing some of the moments of practice from players that honestly are new to this team or players that haven't maybe played a lot of football, seeing them have a lot of success this spring was really memorable for me.
All right, we are going every which way with these questions, Coach, so we're bouncing around. Hopefully that's all right. Matt wants to know, are you going to catch some banana ball on the blue when they come?
Absolutely. I won't. It's funny. I actually, from Azusa Pacific, John Reed, who played baseball there, is actually on the team. He plays for him. So we've lost connection, just over the years as you go your separate ways. He texts me out of the blue, "Hey, I play for the Savannah Bananas, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Really? They're coming to Boise, Idaho?" And so hopefully we'll connect. But I can't wait. I mean, I think it was the video that you showed, BJ, of them when they were at Texas A&M. I mean, it's a sea of people coming to watch these cats. So. Oh, I'm fired up.
Oh, I think we're going to – I already said earlier, but I don't think you're just going to be watching if I had to guess based on what I've seen. We saw Bill Belichick out there coaching first base, arguing a call. We saw Dabo Sweeney kind of lead them down at Clemson. So you need to get your team on that. I'm guessing you're going to have some appearance with that. But
whatever they need from me, if they're listening, I'm in. I accept.
All right. I think your little ones might enjoy that too. It's a fun little family style thing here.
You got to bring your boys by. I know you're gonna be there, Beach.
I got a Savannah Bananas hat here somewhere, but we've been to them before. Oh, I can't find it, but we've been to them before, and it's a really fun time. I saw Riley Green, the country singer. They were in Atlanta or something where he's from the other day, and he actually surprised them, came out and sang half a song, and then batted and got a base hit.
Really?
So they do all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. It's fun.
So cool. I mean, the monster trucks I'll go to. I mean, anytime there's an event here, and I think there's even going to be more big time events in the future. Wow, let's go. Let's go, VJ. You got it.
The monster trucks will be a fun one for the kids as well. All right. With all the talk about BSU being a huge underdog against Oregon, how do you guys use that to your advantage? That's from BSU fan 86.
Yeah, I think there's two parts of it, BJ, and there's the reality of where we're at. May 13th. This is where we're at as a program. Excited about the spring ball we had. Excited about the things we need to improve on. We got a long way to go. I mean, I got a long list of things that I'm getting ready for our players when they come back, and it's going to be on the hunt part 2, and we are going to hit the ground running. So we got a lot of things I'm excited to grow in. You look at Oregon; they've had a lot of success. We played them a few years ago. From what I've heard, they should have 5 to 6 first-round draft picks on their team. So they're going to be talented. They're going to have really talented, which that going in. So we don't need to beat them 10 times. We need to beat them once. And we got to figure out how we're going to do it. We're game planning our first 2 opponents in the month of May too. So going through a lot of the Oregon stuff, going through a lot of the Memphis film too, new coordinators from them and really both teams. So that we're really going through the actual football game plan of it right now. But just continue to pour into our players this fall camp that we got to be our best. When we're our best, I really believe that we can go toe-to-toe with anybody. We know the task at hand with Oregon, but excited for it.
Spark Cop wants to know, who's the fastest player on the team this year?
Oh, man, we got some fast ones. Quentin Brown will be up there. I mean, he's a 10-2, 10-3 type kid. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. We do a lot of the time 10s and time 20s. Off the top of my head, I mean, we'll have some guys that can roll. I mean, Terry's Favors will be up there. Cameron Jamerson will be up there.
Right? Is Franklin Johnson Jr. quick?
Franklin Johnson will be up there. Trying to think some other guys. Cam Bates will be up there. Rashawn Jones will be up there. So it'll be interesting to see who the true fastest one is. I mean, because we have guys we really like. There's some guys that can get to speed right now and can do better in that kind of 10-yard burst. Then there's some that are a little bit more of the long speed. But the fastest guy, I mean, I'd probably put our receivers and DBs would be in that mix. You probably are somewhere in the Q Brown, T Fave, Cam Bates, DB wise. You're probably looking at like I said, Cam Jam. I think Jaden Mickey's going to be close there. Sherrod Smith's going to be in that world too. So I think Jericho Washington, a transfer from Kennesaw, is going to be up there too. So I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at some of our speeds from the spring.
If you got a lot of candidates, I guess if you got a lot of candidates, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing. No, and we looked at too. There's some guys on our team that a year ago were like they were towards the top. Now they're not, just because the whole mean's gotten faster, which is a good thing.
Coach, what is your favorite punishment to deploy? Decks, equipment hall, laps. I know Coach Pete would always do that. If he fought somebody, he had to hold their hand and walk around practice. I guess I can say it now because it was last fall camp. I remember there was a little bit of a skirmish, and I maybe I won't name the player. I guess I'll save them at least. But you had a veteran senior defensive back. I'll just say that you told to take a hike, and they had to kind of take a lap around the field during practice. What is kind of your style when you're unhappy with something?
I'd say all the above if I'm really frustrated, to be honest with you, Bees. No, anything like we discipline's very defined here, right? So if someone's late, or when we say late, meaning not 10 minutes early to something, we do plate pushes. So they put a 45-pound plate on the ground and they push it. And depending how many times this happens, it continues to increase. Usually we got a great group though. Like I'm really proud of the discipline of this team where we're growing to. So usually that happens one time. It doesn't happen again. Anything at practice field, we'll do up downs. We'll do decks. We had a little tuffle this spring ball. We had the same thing, had the guys give each other a hug and walk around the field. We had some guys walk some decks this spring too, just to get their mind right. So anything to get their attention. And for me, I try to not be reactionary. And I'm a fired up, high energy guy. But hey, if someone's not doing what they should be doing, let's get it fixed. I might do it with a smile on my face, but this is what we're doing.
Now, Jordan says, does Darren Lee still have to run the decks with the boys if they stay out of trouble during the summer?
He absolutely should. He actually ran one of the decks with us one Friday. I'm going to have to actually hit D. Lee up, Jordan, to make sure he's back. So we got to get him rolling.
Coach, this is from John Cunningham, 3051. What's your thoughts on the expanded playoff and doing away potentially with conference championship games?
Yeah, I've got mixed emotions on it, to be honest with you. I love the expanded playoff. I think it's great for college football. I think it continues to add focus on every single game and gives, honestly, just more opportunities for all FBS teams to make it and get a shot. What I do not like that championship games are going away. I think if I had to pick, I'd rather have the expanded playoff, but there's something about being able to play in a conference championship game and then for teams to have that, right? Because when it's just playoff or bust, it just makes it hard, I think, for the players, because one team at the end of the year is going to be really excited and then everybody else is going to end on a loss. I do think there's a lot of cool merit to having championship games. I think there's a lot of things that can create those memories for your teams. Obviously, you'll probably have a preseason or a regular season champs type situation, which is cool. But there's something special about championship games. So I look at it both ways. I'm glad that it's expanded playoff. I would take that. I'm not fired up that championship games are going to go away if that happens.
What do you think of Leon Rice's idea of playing the bowl games as the first game of the season?
Yeah, I've seen that. I think it's a intriguing thought. I think, in my opinion, everything needs to be moved up even more. Like the national championship game, this probably won't happen, but the national championship game should be January 1st or 2nd, somewhere in there, and the college football season done. And that way, everything should be moved up. That's hard, though, because the academic calendar, you have schools that are semester, you have schools that are in quarter system. So I think everything should be moved up. I think expanded playoff helps our game, but I just think everything should be moved up.
All right. I guess you said on Prater and Johnny's show you had one spot left, so everyone's talking about that. When do we think the last spot will be filled? Are there any specific groups you're targeting, or is it just best player?
Yeah, good question. It's really best available. Focusing more on the defensive side just because of the roster number itself, but it really is best available. And we have, 5 to 10 players that we've looked at that it's going to just be how do they fit our culture? Because I like where our culture is at. That's something that can change quickly. I like where we're at. So it's really best available, but probably focus more on the defensive side. And so that's what we're looking into. Really want to make that decision and need to ideally prior to us starting summer training, which is May 26th. So we're on the clock. There's a couple names that I'm excited about, but really doing some due diligence. We haven't brought anybody on campus in regards to a recruiting visit yet in regards to that spot. So we'll see. So focus more on the defense, but more best available and got to get the spot filled prior to May 26th.
Now, we're not going to discuss my combine performance last summer, but Bronco 130 does say, Coach, what would be your combine lift bench press?
Good question. Man, I would love to think that I'm close to 20. I really would. Now, I might go down. The scary part is I'm getting older now, Beach. I go down there and, I get to rep 12. My pec might blow out on me. So I don't know. I got to be careful. But I love to think I'm somewhere probably in that 15 to 20. If I had BJ Rains and Bronco Nation there cheering me on, I'm probably in the 20 range. Let's just say that.
I could help you get a couple extra ones there.
Yeah.
Nate says, bring the juice. Coach D's the best in the country.
Thanks, Nate. Let's go.
Now would be a great time to let him know how much we appreciate him. So a lot of great comments coming in here. If you were to get a new tattoo related to the team or Boise State, what would it be?
No question. It would be built different on my neck right here. No questions asked. That way it's just built different. Neck tattoo, and then probably a Bronco on my stomach would be my two next up. Because I'm 37. I'm a father of 3. I got nobody to impress. So I'd just be a walking billboard for the Broncos. I'm in.
Scott says, with 2 full seasons under your belt now, with your recruits taking on more leadership roles, are you feeling like this is officially your team now?
Yeah, as a head coach, I mean, I see this both ways. I don't ever see this team as like, this is my team. That's just not how I view it. I'm here to serve this team. Now, when things go sideways that don't happen, it is absolutely on me and on my shoulders. So that's the ownership that I take. But if ever things do go well, I want to be a window into the people, right? Like, we have great coaches here. I am absolutely not the smartest guy in this building. We have phenomenal young men. So I think more and more as you go through, I'm excited what we are building together. That's not passing the ownership. Like I said, if things don't go well, and at times when they haven't, I take full responsibility. When things have, it's because we got great people here. So it's really cool to see. Just this is going into year 10 for me at Boise State, year 3 in regards to full-time head coach, however you want to look at it. It's just really cool to see the young men and people that have grown and excited where we're growing to. We got a lot of work to do, but excited about the future.
Let's see here. Shane says, are you seeing or hearing any changes coming in the NIL or portal process?
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I'm privy to a lot of the stuff, honestly, that other people see, that you'll see from, Ross Dillinger or some of these other national media news outlets that I think in the future, a couple things. I think there's going to be 5 for 5 will pass at some point, I think, in regards to years of eligibility. I think the transfer portal hopefully will get to the point where you can transfer one time, and then after that, there'll be penalties. You have to sit out. So I think there's some of that. In regards to the NIL revenue share, I mean, I have heard from really good sources that there's going to be at least 10 or more teams that are going to be over $40 million football rosters. I've heard there's even a larger amount. There'll be over $30 million football rosters alone. So I think they got to find a way to create more structure in that space. And obviously, I'm not alone in that feeling. I related to let's just create structures that create a situation where everyone compete and it's a much level playing field. That's not the way it is right now. So I think change is coming. It was exciting to see that, there's even the government's getting involved in it. So what's going to come from this? I think at some point you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, right? Like everyone's like, well, we can go back to where it was before. I don't think you're ever going to go back to that. And I think, our players, this is a $1 billion business, college football. So the players are a huge part of this, and they absolutely deserve to get paid. But I do think they need to create more structures that everybody lives by.
And I don't think a lot of people realize the discrepancy in the numbers. I know seeing the basketball portal with Boise State, they're trying to add some guys, and the price out there is just absolutely crazy. I mean, you mentioned teams at $30 and $40 million. I mean, I don't know if anyone really has known or asked you this or what you're willing to say, but I mean, what kind of range are we talking about for you guys here?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I tell people we have enough, and I'm very blessed to be around a great group every single day. Our players, our coaches, our roster, like I said, we're one player away from being set, but we're nowhere near some of those things, which is fine, right? We got to go win with who we are and our culture and what it is and the conference we're in. I just, especially in our community, as it should be, we want to be, we're a national brand. We have to go win these national games that we go play. But it's very different than it was in 2015 and 2010. The reality of that is the money's changed a lot of those things. So We
I was
have
hoping
enough.
Chris walked out
not,
and you just give me the exact number here. Come on.
So,
I
yeah,
was hoping Chris walked out. You'd give us the exact number here. Come on.
I would just say this: we're blessed, but there's we got to keep pushing. We need all hands on deck. We need everybody's help for the future, because that's always my goal with our players. Is what we have is this year, and we have enough. We are blessed. I don't think there's a better place to play and coach in the country than right here, but we do need to continue to scale upwards in the future.
All right, I think we got about 5 minutes left with Coach here. He stalled on purpose to have the internet not work to get out of 5 minutes, but I think
I'm on your time, BJ. Stay rolling.
Well, I don't want to push it. I told Chris 9:45, so we'll finish up then. But are you any more weddings planned this summer, and are you free on July 28th? Looks like Tequila Gus may need some help, Coach.
Yeah, I'm absolutely busy on July 28th without looking at it. Tequila Gus, so I appreciate the invite. I did 3 weddings this off season, and it's funny. I even have one of my buddies that I grew up with that called me that I'm actually going to officiate his wedding this summertime. So it'll be my 4th wedding. But no, after that, no more for a while. And I think I'm going to start saying if you get married in the Treasure Valley, I'm in. If it's outside the Treasure Valley, you leave it up for chance, because we did a lot of travel this semester. It was awesome. It was awesome to be around our players. Awesome to even see a couple of our players, the DJ Shrams, the Alexander Tubners that got married, that are graduates. Just so cool to reconnect, because it's family, man. I mean, you see these, and that's what matters to me. You go to these weddings and you see the people there, and you're like, man, these are like my sons, right? And it's really cool to see that.
Yeah, and I was looking at some of those pictures, I think, from Tubner's wedding. You see some of those guys, and some of the linemen have already lost a ton of weight, and some of the coaches that you see in there, like, just like looked like a big family picture. It looked pretty cool. But Chad says, are you a coffee guy or an energy drink guy, and if that's even needed for you?
Yeah, I'm more of a, I would say probably energy drink guy. Like I will do some coffee, but I don't know how much is needed or not. I'm kind of high strung as it is. It drives my wife crazy. I think half of our conversations are my wife being like, just take it down a notch, Spencer, right? So it's kind of how I'm wired, but I love energy drinks. I like coffee too, but I love energy drinks. I got, pre-workout, stuff will hit, some amino energy stuff. So I'm in. I like anything to turn it up.
All right, we asked who the fastest player was earlier. Tater Tom says, but who is the fastest coach?
Ooh. It'd have to be Alvis Wooded, our receiver coach. I mean, he ran a 10-1 coming out. I think 10-1 it was coming out of high school. So, and he's still got it. I see him at practice. He's older now, but Coach Witt still got it.
All right, final couple ones here. Let's see. A New Mexico fan has infiltrated the chat and keeps asking about Jason Eck, but I'm not going to wait. Good guy, but we're not going to waste our final couple questions on him. Who all have you been connecting with for the professional development, if you're able to say?
Yeah, it's been really cool just connecting with a lot of different head coaches. Obviously, Coach Pete's a big one for me. But in regards to the coach I talked to, I try not to be too open about it this time of year, just because it's, these guys in a good way, like we're talking real stuff. We're talking practice plans. We're talking leadership. We're talking roster management, budget. And so I'm not going to really speak to exactly who these coaches are right now, but man, it's been really eye-opening for me, the coaches I've been around, and someone out there is doing a lot of stuff better than me. And so it's been really, really exciting of ways that I can grow.
How would, from Kip here, how would Spencer Danielson from his Azusa Pacific days do against the current group of Boise State players if in nowadays?
I would get absolutely torched. I don't think I could tackle Sire Gaines if I had 50 opportunities. So it wouldn't go good, Kip, but I promise you this. I would line up every single snap, and I would give my absolute. I wouldn't back down. I can promise you that.
You joked about always getting asked about the quarterbacks, Coach. A couple hours you can guess questions about that.
Yep.
What do you make about that group? And I know we've kind of asked you this, but while we got a second, I mean, just for whatever reason, just seems like Maddox Madsen is polarizing in this town. People either love him or they have their mind made up that they don't think he's any good, and no matter what he does, they're not going to change that. And we've talked to him about that and not paying attention to social media and all that. But what do you make of just the scrutiny that's put on a guy like Maddox Madsen? And sometimes that comes back on you guys. They say you're too loyal and all this stuff. I mean, what do you just make of? I know it's probably like that in every town, but with no professional team here, the quarterback of the Boise State football team is as scrutinized, as big as a position there is. What do you just make of Maddox and that position and the criticism or praise and all that comes with it?
Yeah. Well, I think a couple of things. I'm going to use this question to kind of talk about kind of the future and kind of everything's going, BJ. That's fine. Like, first off, I live in this space where it's team first, people always. Team first, people always. What does that mean, Coach? It's all about the team. How does it affect the team positively or negatively? That's it. It's not about someone's feelings. It's not about an individual player. It's not about an individual coach. Everything is about how does it affect the team and does it positively affect the team? And no different with our quarterbacks, right? I love Mad Dog. I love the rest of our quarterbacks. But I get, have been asked before, is it because he just really likes Maddox? I love Maddox. But the only reason that he is our quarterback is because I believe it helps our team. And do we need to grow, improve our pass game, his play? Absolutely. But he's also, whenever he's played a full game, he's never lost a conference game. He's won 2 straight conference championships. Has he struggled in some games that I know people brought up? Absolutely. Just like our entire team has. And we need to be better. But I'm excited about him. I'm excited about our quarterbacks, where they're going. I believe in Coach Hill and his development for our guys. I think we took a really good step this spring, and really cool to see Coach Potter, now that he doesn't have a direct position group that he's coaching, that he was with the quarterbacks every single day this spring too, and seeing them continue to grow and evolve. I think some of the young quarterbacks are going to be really good. I'm really excited about Cash Herrera's development and who he is. Max Cutforth did some really good things this spring. So it's team first, people always. I love Mad Dog. I'm excited for his senior year. I really do believe his best is here, and it has to be. And he knows that. I'm excited to see his leadership this summer. But it is not just, oh, well, I really like Mad Dog. Once again, I love that young man. And I will be close and no different than the other 100 players on our team. But it's team first. A couple other things just more for Bronco Nation that I think about, when we're in May and you get a little bit of time to reflect. We run 3 straight conference championships. I don't know who around the country can say that. That is not me living the past. I'm so proud of a lot of the things our team's been able to do. But it's even more focusing for me of there's so much more meat on the bone for this team. There's so much more that we need to do. The games that we've lost, that can't happen. I'm the first to stand in that line. But I'm proud of what we've done. I'm excited about the things we need to learn and grow from to be better in the future. The north end zone is going to be finished this summertime. Like, that is going to be a big time facility to help monetize and grow revenue for the game day experience. The brand new conference, the Pac-12 starts officially, I think it's July 1st, right? So there's so many really cool things that we're pushing to. The future's bright. I think about the president that we're going to be hiring here in the next few weeks. I'm not privy to who that is, but that's a pivotal hire. And I know David Turnbull, Kurt Liebeck, who run the search committee. Like, I know that is going to be a home run hire. We've taken a year to go through this process, and I trust them. I know when people find out who that president is, they're going to be fired up just like I am, because the future is bright. It has to be. And so when I look at these things, as someone who loves this community, this isn't just a job for me. This is where I feel God's called me and my wife, our family. I believe the best is still to come. We got a lot of work to do, but the future's bright, and we're going to put our head down and continue to grind and go to work. And I want Bronco Nation to know that the product they see, and not just the games they watch this fall, the young men that are being grown here, that absolutely matters to me.
Well, I guess final question then. With that said, Coach, Matt Jeeper says, have you found a spot picked out for the Pac-12 championship trophy yet?
Good question. We got it ready to go. I've already got the spot for it. It's going to start in my office, and then it'll work its way down to the case. So that's happening.
That's got to be that whole deal's got to be exciting. The Pac-12 and the new trophy and new logos on the jerseys and helmets and all that. And you probably have the best view of anybody of the North End Zone project right there. Are you gonna have to tint your windows when people walking by, or what's gonna happen?
It's funny. All day I'm staring at about 7 or 8 construction workers right now. So it's funny. And I get to know them really well. I don't know their names. I don't know if they know me or not, but we stare at each other all day long. So
you had the best view, and then they kind of took it away from you.
It's a small price to pay, BJ. Small price to pay. It's been, like I said, I think Bronco Nation, this is going to be a huge deal for, for our university, but for the Blue is the number one sports attraction in the country. I don't think people realize, we're talking the country here. And then I know JD's even been talking about the east side of the stadium. Like, what happens on this Blue directly affects this state. And that's a weight that we carry, and I'm excited for the future.
Well, we saw Big Cat from Barstool bought like the 10-yard line, and people are scooping all that up and stuff. So
I just told him, you better wash it, because we've grinded on that field. So you better spray that thing down.
I like Jay Tuss' idea. Sell spots on the field where like famous stuff happened. And you can say that's the spot where, this happened, or that's the spot where Kalani Sitake, stupidly went for it on 4th and whatever, or there's a spot where Genty juked this guy, or all these famous kicks or moments. Like, sell those spots on the field, and then don't wash that. So
don't wash that. Hang that up and let that be.
Somebody said last week, Ashton Genty's DNA is all over that turf, and somebody said no, it wasn't. He never went down.
He never got tackled, so I don't know what you're talking about. Correct.
Coach, a lot of great comments coming in. Thanking you for doing this. Appreciate you for jumping on and giving us your time, and hopefully we can continue to get you on again. But hopefully you get a little downtime with the family here, and I know you guys are staying busy, and summer workouts, fall camp, it's all going to be here before we know it. So appreciate your time, and looking forward to catching up again soon.
BJ, you're the best. Bronco Nation, continue to subscribe. BJ's got this thing rolling. But once again, Bronco Nation, love you guys. Cannot wait to see you all soon. And we're in this thing together. Fire it up.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Beach.
There he is, Spencer Danielson. Appreciate him for his time and the kind words there. And not many head coaches would take 30 minutes and just take random questions from you guys as fans and all that. So all the places that Haj Malik Williams got sacked, that'd be a good one. What else would be a spot or two if you could buy a specific spot on the field for a Bronco memory that you had? I know there's a lot of Ashton Genty ones where you hurdled the guy. Leighton Vander Esch with the pick in the Mountain West Championship game that one year. There, a couple famous kicks, obviously. Some Kellen Moore. I'm sure you have to think about it because this turf's only been around since 2019. So actually, Leighton Vander Esch, that wouldn't be on this field, I guess you got to say. A lot of great comments there for Coach. But there's been a lot of memories in the last 6 years or so that you could get a piece of that blue turf for. That'd be kind of cool. I like that piece of the goal. They're actually selling that. You can go buy the goalpost. They're selling a piece of the goalpost. They're selling that. You can go on there and buy that on the I think it's collectbsu.com. You can go on there and sell that. So great interview. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, that was fun stuff. Appreciate him for doing that. Not probably something some previous head coaches would have done. Take 30 minutes and take some random fans from questions from fans, because we kind of went all over the place there. If I did not get to your question, I apologize. Blame Coach D's internet the first 3 minutes. That cost us a couple minutes. We still went over, but apologize that we couldn't get to all of your questions. They were coming in so fast. I tried to just grab the ones I could. How do I feel about the blue turf? They're not really changing it. It's mostly the same. They're replacing it. There were some ideas. I think the one Don Day showed with the blue Bronco taking up like the entire field, I think that actually would have been pretty awesome. I would have done that. If you want to make the blue look a little different. I mean, let's not forget that's why they put the blue turf in the first place, because they had to pay all this money to replace the field, and it was just going to be another green field. Nobody was going to see it. Nobody was going to care, and yet it was going to cost them $1 million or whatever. I would have maybe liked to see a few more subtle changes to this turf, or even bigger changes. Like I would have maybe switched to the Idaho, because remember, it's only 4 or 5 years and then you got to do it again. So if you don't like it or it doesn't work, it's not forever. But I would have maybe gone into the retro logo with going back to the Idaho with the Bronco head on there at midfield. That would have been a fun one to put back at midfield. I know a lot of it's branding though, in terms of turning on the, having the Bronco head, but when you see the blue, you already know what it is. So you don't really necessarily need to have that logo. But so I would have maybe gone back to the state of Idaho logo, for this round. Maybe the script Broncos in the end zone, go a little retro with this one. I would have maybe liked that. What they did isn't bad. It's just what they've always had, so that's fine. I like how they did the Ashton Genty and Kellen Moore kind of yard marks and stuff. But the one that Don Day showed, and if you haven't seen it, go to Don Day, Boise Dev. He got all the pictures of things they considered when it comes to the color of the blue turf. And there was one that had the Bronco head taken up like almost the entire field, and I thought that was pretty cool. A couple of the other ones didn't care for, but that would have maybe been my favorite one. The mountains around the field, those were kind of cool. Kind of liked those as well. We're still rolling along here, but I got a couple more quick sponsors. I want to thank Ridley's Family Markets, shopridleys.com. Locations across the state of Idaho, surrounding states. If you want that hometown grocery store feel, shopridleys.com. Ridley's Family Markets, and you can find a location near you at shopridleys.com. We appreciate Ridley's Family Markets, and congratulations to Hayden Ridley, Mark Ridley's son. Saw he was named, believe, like lacrosse player of the year or something for the state of Idaho. So congrats to him, and he's going big time with a college scholarship as well. So congratulations to the Ridley family there. Go support Ridley's. ShopRidleys.com, rowpaint.com as well. 20% off those winter painting projects. Now we're into spring, summer, great deals going on, and hope you took advantage of the offers, and they've got more coming now. So interior, exterior painting, concrete coatings. We've done those twice at our old house. So if you're looking to reshape an old concrete slab in one day, they can do it for you. I'll connect you with the owner himself, and just actually, no joke, have a text here saying, hey, can you send me Andy Rose cells? So we're going to keep connecting people. And if you are looking to get some painting projects done, we'd love to help you, connect you directly. We'll do that with all of our sponsors, whether it's any of our great sponsors. You want a service from them, reach out. I'll help connect you individually, and we'll help get that process started. Sun Cruiser, our studio sponsor. Sun Cruiser, pick up a Sun Cruiser today and let the good times cruise. And we appreciate Lithia Ford of Boise as well, our title sponsor, Lithia Ford of Boise. You heard Coach D say to subscribe. So, yeah, go subscribe. 24/7 Sports. Would love to have you jump on board. If you were on the fence, Coach D just gave you a recommendation there to subscribe. So we would love to have you do that. And 50% off right now. If Coach D says it, you got to do it, right? So 50% off, BroncoNationNews.com. That gives you access to all the 24/7 sports recruiting rankings and analysis and things there on a national scale. Lets you read the other message boards of other teams, ahead of matchups and things like that, whether it be with Oregon or Memphis. You can go to their 24/7 sites. So we've got our message boards going. I actually, Kobe Carl, no longer on the basketball coaching staff. We broke that news in the message boards. So I had that in the message boards probably an hour before I put it on social media. So make sure you're checking those message boards at BroncoNationNews.com, because we're breaking news there in most cases, or giving you tidbits on things that are going to happen before it does in other places. So we appreciate those of you that have already subscribed. But if you're thinking about it, and you like interviews like that with Coach Danielson, return the favor, 50% off that annual rate right now. BroncoNationNews.com gets you a full year, all the way through football season, all the way through basketball season. And appreciate those of you that already have, and hope others will decide to sign up. Maybe today is the day. Hopefully that can kind of push you over the edge on that. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for setting that up. Not every day we get to ask Coach questions. Yeah, that was fun. Hopefully we can do that again sometime. There's and he's obviously busy, but with no players in the building, no coaches in the building, it's a little more time for him to do some media stuff. So if you want more of the football talk, you can go listen to Johnny and Prater's interview. They had him on, did a great job talking football. And if you're wanting, we just had a little more fun with it there. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it. I'm fine with the turf the way it is. They made some small changes. I'm cool with it. I think it looks fine. But I do think that it would have been, cool to make some bigger changes too with this new Pac-12 and all that, and kind of have a little bit of a splash. But I like it the way it was. It was cool. Everything's good. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the show today. We got our series starting on Friday. Again, no show tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday. No show tomorrow. Back on Friday. And then we'll start on Friday, we'll start our 26 most important players to the Boise State football team in 2026. So Mike Prater will join me Friday. We'll dive into that, number 26, and some of the honorable mention guys. And then next 5 weeks, we'll continue to have basketball scheduling talk, everything else going on. The 27th, I don't know if you saw that or not, 2 weeks from today, I believe, May 27th, will be the day the football schedule comes out, I believe, the TV schedule for the first couple weeks of the season. We'll get the Oregon game time, Memphis game time, and I believe all of Boise State's games. But that'll be Wednesday. They said it was May 27th. I believe that's a Wednesday or a Thursday. So we know now 2 weeks we'll get the football times and channels and all that stuff, and be able to start to plan out some of the road trips and things like that. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Again, no show tomorrow. Go subscribe right now at BroncoNationNews.com. We got all kinds of coverage. Off-season basketball recap is up right now. Nathan Carroll dives into how the roster looks compared to last year, some strengths, some weaknesses, questions he has. If you're wanting a real in-depth, in-the-weeds analysis of the basketball team, you can get that right now at BroncoNationNews.com. And Chris Van Sickle has a recruiting article we're going to get posted today. And then, like I said, we'll start our daily countdown. And every day we talk about it on the show, there's going to be a story as well on the website from Nathan. So we're going to really dive into the analysis of the most important 26 players. Why are they important to the team this year? What do they bring to the table? What does the depth kind of behind them look like? Is that, why are they important? Things like that. So if you are, a diehard fan, you really need to jump in now, and you can read daily coverage throughout the summer at BroncoNationNews.com. So thanks again to Sun Cruiser. Thanks again to Lithia Ford of Boise. That employee pricing going on. Make sure you check out LithiaFordBoise.com. Thanks to all of you guys for watching the show, for supporting our sponsors, for subscribing, for hitting that like button on YouTube, hitting that subscribe button on your way out the door here. And most importantly today, thanks to Spencer Danielson. Thanks to Chris Coots at Boise State for setting that up. And thanks to Coach D for giving us 30 minutes of his time to take your questions. Sorry if we didn't get to them. We'll try to get to them next time we have them on. But have a great day. No show tomorrow, but plenty of coverage on the website and in the message boards. And we'll see you Friday morning, 9 a.m. Bronco Nation News Live, BroncoNationNews.com. Take care, everybody.